today's video, we are back at the range, and today we are doing part 2 of the powder throwdown. Now, if you haven't watched part 1, I'll link that down in the description below. You can go back and watch that, and I'll show you the reloading process and what we're doing here. What we're going to do today is run these through the chrono, do some 5-shot groups, and see which one's better. Now, the 2 powders we're going to be using today. Brought my pet load out here for 9mm, my 5 grains of CFE Pistol with the 125 grain truncated cone bullets from Steel Valley Casting, and we're also using Fiocchi small pistol primers. And we're going to put that up against Shooter's World Clean Shot. We're using 4.2 grains of that powder, same primers, same bullets. Our test gun today is going to be the Walther PDP Pro. That is normally what I use for these tests. We do have the Harrington Arms comp on here, the Holosun 509T. We're running the Phoenix Light, and everything else on it is pretty much stock except for the ZR Tactical guide rod and spring in this. All right, let's get this test rolling and have some fun. All right, guys, we got a camera down there rolling on the target. We're going to start out with our 5 grains of CFE Pistol. Going to shoot a 5-shot group. I do have the chrono out in front of me. I'll call off the speeds as we go through. We'll see how fast these are and how well they group. $11.91. $12.03. $11.96. $12.03 and $11.91. Ah, man, put all 4 of them in the same hole except for that very last shot. All right, this time we got 5 rounds of our 4.2 grains of clean shot loaded up. Going to do the same thing again, another 5-shot group. I'll call out the speeds. Camera's down there rolling. Here we go. 10.99. 10.87. 11.19. 11.22. And 11.18. All right, we're back at the bench, and needless to say, I wasn't too impressed with that 4.2 grain charge of the clean shot. Now, 4.4 grains is our max, but we're about 80 feet per second, 80 to 90 feet per second less than what we were getting out of the CFE Pistol. And obviously the groups suck too, compared to the CFE Pistol round. Now, looking at the brass that I had and looking at the primers, I feel safe to go ahead and go up to 4.6. So we're going to go 0.2 grains over max, but I don't think it's going to be any issue. Especially with some of the hotter rounds I've shot out of that PDP Pro. So, I don't think 4.6 grains is even going to get us up to where the CFE Pistol's at, but I think it's going to get us closer, and hopefully those groups will tighten up a little bit too. So, we're going to load up 4.6 grains here, 10 more of these, and we'll take them out and shoot a couple more 5-shot groups. we're back at the range. We got 5 rounds of the 4.6 grains of clean shot loaded up. I do have the chrono out in front of me. I'll call out the speeds. And we got a camera down there rolling on the target. So what we're looking for this time, we want tighter groups and see if we can match that velocity of the CFE pistol. All right, did not register. All right, we're grouping pretty good, but we've only got 10 of these rounds, so we need to get this chrono figured out. All right, it's super foggy here this morning. I don't know if that's got something to do with the chrono. I did raise it up a little bit, and I moved it out just a little bit further away from the pavilion here, so hopefully it'll pick up. Now, those first 2 shots went right in the same hole, so let's keep trying to shoot for a good group here. All right, we're still not getting anything on the chrono. All right, I took the tops off of the chrono. Let's see what happens here. There we go. All right, we're at 11:39. Now we're talking. And 11:46. And it looks like we got a really, really good group. All right, we're going to go down and look at that group after we shoot this second group, but it's looking really, really good. I don't know what was going on with the chrono. I've never used it in this kind of weather before. It's pretty dense fog today, so we're getting our velocity that we want now. Definitely getting the groups we want. So hopefully we can go 5 for 5 through the chrono this time. All right, we're at 11:46. That was a duplicate of 11:46. That was my fault on that shot too. I pulled that. Now they're getting all over the place. So that was 11:49. Got 11:45. All right, that last shot was 11:18. And from here, it almost looks like that one keyholed. But dot's nice and tight, so it's not the dot. Pretty crazy there what went on between that first group and that second group. So here's our 5-shot group. The first 2 shots both went right through the exact same hole. Our speeds were really good. And we got a total of a 1-inch group here out of 5 shots, which is impressive. But then we get over here and everything just kind of went to hell. So these 3 shots, they're all within 1 inch of each other. But we got this one down here and this one up here that I thought was a keyhole. It's not. There's actually a nice clean round hole there. It just ripped the paper, but there's a kind of a bow in the cardboard behind it. But I don't know how we went from that group on the left to shooting a group like this on the right. All right, we're back at the reloading room. We just wrapped up the Shooter's World Clean Shot versus CFE Pistol. And my final thoughts, needless to say, this is still my favorite 9mm powder for loading bulk rounds. Now, the biggest reason we bought this, Clean Shot's quite a bit cheaper than CFE Pistol, but it definitely does not perform as well as the CFE Pistol. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, when I saw that last group, I thought maybe something was wrong with the gun. I thought, dot, but everything on that gun's fine. I shot some of my bulk rounds afterwards, and everything was great on the gun, so something just went haywire there at the very end. Now, when we went from 4.2 up to 4.6 grains, we definitely got the velocity up there with this. We might have even been a little bit faster once I start editing the video, I'll find that information out. But we definitely got up to the speed we wanted. And the first group at 4.6 grains was a great group. Not as good as this, but pretty damn close. But then that second group, everything just kind of fell apart. What do I got good to say about it? Well, it works. Doesn't work real well, but it works. It's cheaper than most of the other powders. And the best part about it, I grabbed some of the brass that was shot. And look how clean and shiny that brass still is. Now I can tell you, my brass, after shooting it with this, does not look this good. So this stuff burns super clean. So when they call it clean shot, it's definitely clean. I'll give them credit for that. So at the end of the day, would I buy this powder again? No. Not unless it was the last thing on the shelf. And technically I didn't even buy this powder. Republic Ammunition donated this to the channel, which is super cool of them. And we'll definitely use it. We'll use up the rest of it, but not for what I wanted to use it for. Now, if you have had good luck with clean shot with 9mm, let me know in the comments. But definitely just didn't work for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.